Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day for you. Today, we're going to be delving into Barbus. Big bag Barbus. Very pleasant scent. It has that kind of a citronella scent to it. Very similar to Arco. Very, very pleasant. It has kind of more of a powdery scent to it than the Arco does. So, I like it. And today we're going to be using the King C Gillette with Gillette Wilkinson blades. So Gillette. And when you get this, very nice scent to it. And this is my new handy dandy. Let me see if I can find the label underneath all these. Nice. There we go. You can read it yourself, possibly, if you can read that. That's the new brush that I got. It's a Starfield. It has nice little sparkly, looks like it's a star sparkling at night. It's kind of like, and we do have some little bit of Barbasol for my pre-shave on. Make a little extra slickness in the beginning. Kind of need it. My face is still a little sore from the other day, from when I used that gem blade, like razor. Like, wow, that was a intense shave. My face was raw. It's like even the next day it's like, wow. Kind of a soreness. Man, this soap is nice. Nice and rich. Just love the scent of this stuff. It smells really nice. So if you haven't tried Barbus, I imagine almost everybody that watches my channel has it or has tried it. But if you like Arco, this is a little bit, the scent isn't quite as strong as Arco, but I said it has a slight powdery note to it comparatively. And I like it a lot. And it makes a nice creamy lathered, kind of smooth. And I'm going with a mild razor. It's like the last 2 days I've gone with mild shavers. Just to let my face heal up. Especially around my, right up here. It was like, where my scar tissue was. Like, man, it hurt. It's one of those things where you don't, I imagine if you have used it every day, your face might get used to it, but I don't know if that is possible. This King C Gillette could easily be a nice daily driver for me. It's nice, and I like the weight of it too. Now, some people might say, yeah, it's not aggressive enough. Well, for me, it is just right. I don't need an aggressive razor. And when I do get start using something that's slightly aggressive, then it just causes me havoc. Which, I thought about maybe getting into straight razors, and after that it's like, maybe I shouldn't. It's like I got too many things that get shaved off when I'd be shaving. This brush, this is a 24, I think it's a 24 millimeter tuxedo, that's what they call them. So here we go. Rinse that out. Go across the grain. Yeah, it's kind of a quiet day. Weather's changed. It's hot now. One nice thing, oh, everything that's in my micro garden is popped up and growing. Got tomatoes, cucumbers, beans, and eggplant. I like eggplant. I don't know about you, but to me, nothing like some fried eggplant. Get some olive oil out, add some salt and garlic to it, and a little bit of, toss that into an egg, blend up or whip up that egg, and take some flour, add some salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic to it, and put the eggplant in the egg batter so it gets coated on it, and then put it in the flour, and then have olive oil in a pan and fry it up. I cook almost everything I have in olive oil, and it tastes pretty good. Wife is like, oh, you made eggplant again? I was like, yes, I did, because I like eggplant. Another thing I like to do is I take do the same thing, and then make eggplant lasagna. Instead of noodles, you use eggplant. So you fry up all the eggplant, and you'll take your mixture of, I've gotten lazy in my years, but I used to make my own sauce, but I'll take like a jar of mushroom spaghetti sauce and have like 4 different cheeses, and like mozzarella, Colby, Parmesan, cottage cheese, and feta cheese. I guess it's 5. And mix it all together, and I'll cook up some breakfast sausage. I don't like beef. I'm not a big beef eater, so most people put hamburger in there. I don't. It's like hamburger, like no flavor. But I'll then take it and cook up the sausage, mix that in there with the sauce, and then I'll then take that sauce mixture I make, because all the cheeses are in it, and stir it all up. And I'll put a little bit of sauce, then some eggplant, some more sauce, eggplant, more sauce, eggplant, and more sauce. Then layer a whole bunch of, what do you call it? Mozzarella cheese over top of it. And then put that in the oven at 375 for about 40 minutes, 45, somewhere in there. Everything gets nice and hot and juicy, and it is delicious. I'll get people that is like, you made eggplant lasagna, can I have some? Yes, you can, come on over. And my wife's like, yeah, you made that? It's like, everybody else is like, this is delish. But, can't please everybody. Ugh. Now, this was a nickel size amount of soap that I put. Look at the body on this stuff. That is a nickel's worth. I've done 3 times on my face now, and I still got plenty to do, probably 2-3 more. Look at that. That is a hard I don't know if anybody's ever showed this, but it is kind of a semi-soft, but it is hard to scrape out of there. Makes a nice lather. All right, let's go get the green. Okay. And another thing is like when the tomatoes start getting to a nice size, I'd like green fried tomatoes. My wife's not a big fan of them. She'd rather have them as she likes them, put them on her salad when they're ripe. But to me, tomatoes are something you can eat after they start, or get to a nice size. So you notice there's a theme here. Fry your food up in olive oil. It's like green fried tomatoes and so yeah. Maybe having a hard time getting that right angle. There we go. I think that was it. Yeah, got it that time. I'm sitting there trying to like, what angle am I feeling with my face? It's like, even after all these years of shaving, he's still. It's like, I sort of envy those people that have their beard that grows in a single direction. Makes shaving easy. And it's like, you have to go in many different angles. It's like here, my hair grows kind of like in a V. So sometimes I forget about that, and it's like after the fact, you're like, oh, I've missed a spot right there. Actually, I still did. There we go. Got it. But yeah. Last week, Jess in Red Island Shaver, he was talking about cooking up cabbage. And I love cabbage too. So I like to put like if I make a vegetable beef soup or something like that, I always like to put cabbage in it. And my wife is like, "You put cabbage in it." I'm like, "Don't you like anything?" And it's like, she's so picky. She likes it. She hates it. Was like, I was like, "Oh, this is too spicy." And I'm like, too spicy? It's got flavor. And I like flavor myself, but she likes bland food. Boy, did I get read the riot act one time. I fixed one of her favorite foods, right? That she grew up with. Her mom made it nice. Like, oh, okay, I'll make it. But I put spices in it, so it had some flavor to it, because it was so bland. It's like, I hate it. It's like, what'd you do to it? It tastes terrible. I was like, it actually tastes good now, because like when your mom made it, it was just like, okay, I feel like I'm eating paste or something. And I was like, man. Kind of like my mom was that way too. She just cooked bland food. Eating is supposed to be an experience. Why do you think restaurants are so popular? Because you go someplace, you taste something kind of exotic and tasty, and You don't go there and say, "Oh, I love I went to the restaurant and had the best bland food ever." Like, no, you don't do that. No. So why would you cook your food at home to be bland too? I don't know. Today's food rants. Yeah. My best friend, who was my best man at my wedding, he was a chef, and we would talk endlessly about that kind of stuff. Right now, he is kind of semi-retired, like me, and which is interesting because he was a chef, as now gave up that because he said, "Yeah, it's just too many long hours standing around cooking food." He lost the enjoyment for it, and now he's a pastor in a church, which is interesting. But he still likes to talk about what he's cooking. We share, like I'll cook a meal and send a picture to him, and he'll send back what he's cooking and exchange notes about recipes and what he likes. But he just planted 5 acres. Yeah, I think it was 5 acres of lavender. And he's starting in some other herbs too. Planting stuff. So he can sell it to the local. Because his former boss, when he was a chef, owns a bunch of restaurants, and said, "Hey, you got fresh herbs, I'll buy them from you." So that's what he's doing. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how all that lavender's gonna come out. He said he needs to get himself a small like distiller for like same thing, so he can distill down and make his own essential oils from the lavender. That's nice. Feels good. That was a nice one. All right. It's like, I don't think Barbus, I hadn't remember seeing if Barbus had any after splash or anything. That would be good. Even Arco, if they had. No, it's not bad. Stingy, not. One of my wife's hairs. A little bit stinging right here and a little bit here in the neck. But that, I don't know, I guess I didn't show it to you. Hey, you probably figured it out. Old Spice, straight off the boat. Yeah. That was a nice shade. Nice combination. I'm seeing the citrus with lots of cedar. I'm a cedar guy. Some people don't like cedar. I do. But there you go. All right, everybody. That was a good shave. That was Barbus. If you haven't tried it, do so. This stuff is great. The only problem is, the only way I got mine is I had to get it shipped over here from, was it Czechoslovakia or something like that? I think that's where it came from. So it takes a little while to get here, but it is worth it. It took like 3 weeks. It was. And this is the King C Gillette with Gillette blades. This pack's empty. Need to get a new one out and down. But I really like this one too. This makes a nice, easy, smooth shave for me. It's perfect for me. And Well, that was a second use of my Starfield brush. All right. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.